Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day or a great night depending on when you're watching this video. Happy hump day everyone. Happy Wednesday. We're almost to the end. Of course, my Friday is on Saturday, but still closer than the day before. Let's go ahead and talk about all the spending, all the craziness. So let's get started. Of course, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Desiree and I do all things budget related. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. That way you will be notified anytime I upload a new video. If you all can hear the background, you may hear a fan on. The air condition just came on. It is hot up in here. Let me see if I can see what the temperature is. 79. And it's supposed to rain. And it rained earlier. And then it stopped. And I need to wash clothes. Y'all, I need to go back to the UPS store to take some stuff back. Let's talk about this spending tracker. So, what you see in green came from somewhere else. So, when it comes to the 12th, and yes, things are in fact out of order. For the 12th, remember I did tell you all I forgot about getting the Peacock subscription. I did get a deal, just $10 more than what the previous deal was. So I went ahead and paid for it for nope, that's not right. $43.79. I've already paid that back to my credit card. I did get my vitamins in the mail today. Can't wait to see if they work or not work. If they don't work, well, typically it takes a few months before, vitamins start to work. So we'll see what happens. Of course, that was on the 13th. On the 12th, I did spend $2.80. That was on my Navy Federal credit card. On the 12th, I also went to Walmart, did grocery shopping. Y'all. So, on the 12th, the reason that I ended up spending $143.10 not only was $54 for grocery, the rest I did take it from the month of May's savings. Let me tell you all what happened. So, the water in the toilet ran over, and we did not have a mop or anything. I ended up needing to get some more towels because at that point I was over it. I was like, you know what, let's throw those towels away. Of course, the apartment that we're in does not have a washer dryer hookup. It wasn't like I was able to just say, get the towels, throw them in the washer, let's get them washed. All of that. Yeah, that didn't happen. So I went and got a plunger. Everything is okay now. I know sometimes, depending on what it is, thank goodness the people that live under me were not at home. Normally when stuff happen like that, they have problems with their ceiling leaking and all of that, and the maintenance people, come figure out what's going on or whatever. So that's where that money came from, which is why I have it $143.10. 54 was for groceries, the rest from savings, and I had $20 from spending. Next, when it comes to another credit card spent, I did have to I used some of Jasmine things to help with the water, so I ended up having to buy her some more. And as you can see, I ended up getting some popcorn, and we needed some pine Sol. So yeah, I also got some freeze-dried Jolly Ranchers, which I did not need, but I got them anyway, but it's okay. On the 15th, Navy Federal credit card, something happened with Travis' phone. Of course, his phone was already having problems. I just said, okay, I'm just going to buy another phone. I did get a renewed device from Amazon. with tax. With a phone case, it was 2 something, but the phone case did not fit. Clearly I was half asleep and ordered the wrong one, so I am going to go to the UPS store today and send it back. And that's why you see another phone case for $8.77, which he got today. Next, we have yesterday another Navy Federal payment. Y'all, I went to Walmart, and the tires and the Walmart purchase were the same time pretty much. Went to Walmart, got my tires. Y'all, let me tell you what happened at Walmart. So the Walmart that's close to me, I went there and I had an appointment. They already know that I needed 3 tires. Tell me why when I go to the front, well, not the front, but when I go to TLE, I say I'm here for my appointment, my name is blah blah blah, give them my phone number, and they're like, well, we can't put a 3rd tire on. I'm like, what you mean? What you talking about? He's like, well, it's in our policy that we can't put the 3rd tire on because he gave me some crazy excuse, and I'm like, that don't make sense. That's stupid. And then the guy ended up going outside and asking one of the techs, and the text was like, yeah, we can't do that due to policy. And I'm like, that's stupid. Why would I buy 2 tires? So he wanted me to buy 2 tires, put the 2 tires on, and then he would sell me the 3rd tire, but I would have to take it somewhere to get it put on. And I'm like, that's dumb. Why would I do that? I said, that don't make sense. And I'm like, my best friend is a TLE manager at a different Walmart. They don't have this type of policy. So instead of me, flipping stuff upside down, knocking over some stuff like I was thinking, I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and cancel this appointment. I'll go to another Walmart. 15 minutes away. I did call to make sure that they had the tires that I want, and he did. And he said we can put them on as long as the car is not all-wheel drive, which it's not. I got the tires on. Tires were $16. Tires were $613.56. I do have the money for it to pay in cash. It's totally fine. This is not going to be a debt. I did swipe my card, of course, need those points. And I am so excited, y'all. It's kind of like having a mortgage for the first time, and people want to stay at home the whole month and get whatever they pay for their mortgage. Yeah, I was excited, and I'm like, that's crazy, but I will be writing a review about that TLE. Yeah, definitely don't play with me. So, all of this totals up to, well, let's see what we got left. So when it comes to spending, we started out with $50, spent $30, got $20 left, and that's for laundry. I haven't gotten any gas yet. Groceries, I did spend $111, which is good because the initial budget, let's see, 120 divided by 2. Nope, that ain't it. Divided by 2. There we go. So $220 should have been for 2 weeks, and divided by 2 is $110 a week. For groceries, if you round it up, I spent technically $111, and I have $111 until I get paid again for groceries, which is really good. Jasmine haven't needed to use any of the $10. Of course, not really sure how much I got in gas, but I didn't do a cash envelope stuff, and I left the money in my account, and I need to send all of this money here to Navy Federal. That way I can pay it on my credit card, and then just in my Chime account I have $159 until I get paid again. Y'all, tell me what you think about the story from Walmart. What would you have done? Other than that, have a great day. Thanks for watching. This was a quick check-in, and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.